Hailing from the Val, DJ Speedster is a hip-hop DJ and producer who has collaborated with some of the big hip-hop names in the South African music industry. He's worked with Casper Nyovest, Ricky Rick and others, and he joins us now to talk about his journey from obscurity, if one can call it that, to fame. And Lesego.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and it's a pleasure to have you with us here on the program.
Thank
we
you so
appreciate it. I'm told that I'm occupying a seat that you used to occupy at some point. Is it true?
Not exactly my seat, but yeah, man, this is home, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You started right here, you
Right
got your
here.
off to, and how long ago was this when you got your opportunity here?
2011
Uh-huh.
until late last year, so it was a good almost 5 years.
Really? So a veteran of Soweto TV?
Veteran, started from the bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And great experience now. And
Very
it's
good,
serving
very
you well, I suppose, because I'm told you now branching out into other channels and
Yeah.
probably some of your content being viewed on the continent now.
Yeah.
So
it was,
which channel are you on?
I'm currently on Vuzu right now.
Yes.
So I'm doing V Entertainment, V Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're going okay there?
Yeah, so far so good. I've just been doing the V Prime slots for now. I will officially kick off in April with the V Entertainment.
Yeah, and I can see, because now we're talking more DJing, and that's how you're being positioned.
Yeah.
And some of my colleagues don't push the line of you having been on TV.
On TV,
Are they
yeah.
still competing with you, maybe? The
I
ones
don't
who
know.
don't.
I think the director.
Because they say, no, push him, talk more about,
the
talk about
director.
music,
I'm
and
sure
not
it's
the director
Yeah,
problem.
I know the director-ish.
There might be issues there.
Yeah.
But the whole landscape of entertainment, I know it's relatively a short time to have observed what's going on the entertainment front in South Africa, especially in as far as young people are concerned. You see their tastes changing at all, or more or less the same, same expectations?
I guess it's just things evolving, the sound is obviously changing. There's new artists obviously coming through, but the moral of the story is still good music,
Yeah.
So it's just that, like I said, the sound has changed a lot. It's evolved a lot. The kind of sound you're listening to back then is not necessarily the sound you're listening to now, but at the same time, you do have those sort of songs which are like classics, which will always be classics. So I think it's just a thing of evolving, that's it.
But there's also a culture, if you will, or maybe a subculture in South Africa that's developing, where it doesn't matter where you come from, whether from the Val, from Soweto, from other parts of the country, KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape, that, a certain this generation, you are talking to each other and you've developed a new language for yourself.
Yeah. I think it's even more interesting when you come from somewhere far, when you come from a KZN or you come from Polokwane. Your story is somehow unsaid, so people are always more interested. People are always, willing to give you an ear. And I guess with the subcultures as well, it's also become that thing of where, well, with my specific kind of music, which is hip-hop, it's become real. So back in the day where they used to rap about money and all these things and cars, and they didn't have them, As to now, with the culture and the movement has grown so much that, we're living what we're saying. What you're hearing in the raps is what's really happening.
So-called socially conscious type messaging. But I like when you say, back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say when it comes to saying back in the day. What do I mean? Somebody might think I'm talking about Second World War or something like that. So for you, back in the day is when the opening of the World Cup or something like that?
No, back in the day would obviously be in the 90s.
All right.
When everything started in terms of South African hip hop with your squatter camps and Mr. Salvins, Amu,
But the social consciousness that's developing now and that is being expressed through music, is it to do with real awakening, or is just a trend that is developing, you think?
Like I said, there's different types of styles. So you do have those trendy kind of songs, which are obviously speak about what's currently happening in terms of things that are cool, in terms of things that are relevant. Then you have those other raps which are, about proper substance. They actually send through a message, a good message that which you mostly find in albums. That's how you find that nowadays, well, in 2016, a lot of people, a lot of consumers are excited about hip-hop artist albums because that's where they really get to know them. They really get to, you know, get the juice out of them. Because with singles, sometimes, you know, you may play around just to get a hit single, make a bit of money, get on the road, do some shows. But yeah, I as a consumer always look forward to albums just so you can get like a bit of substance from the person.
Now, I've had other performers having beef with those who have their own shows, saying there is the practice of playing their own records or playing their own music and excluding other people. Is that beef resolved?
I don't think it's beef. It's just, I mean, with anything in life, you always put yourself first. It's not a matter of closing doors for other people, not letting other people in, but with anything in life, you're gonna put yourself first. And if you, as the Tim Modise, are on this platform and you have something to push, you're gonna push it, not because that's why you're here and that's all you're gonna do, but you're giving everyone an equal chance, and you should also get in a fair chance, you know. And it goes as far back as your DJ's Booze and them, you know. When DJ's Boo dropped the song on YFM, you know, he played it. You'd make sure he'd play it at least 10 times.
But you know, I come from the school that says you are conflicted when you do that. Actually, as much as it may be human nature, but it would be seen, it would be frowned upon.
Yeah,
what if, for instance, for argument's sake, what if somebody comes out with something that competes?
Even better, yeah.
Like with what you have, the likelihood is that you won't necessarily punt it, I suppose.
Well, we will. Like for me, my thing is if it's good, I'm gonna punt it. You know, whether it's mine, whether it's my biggest enemies, whether it's whoever, if it's good, I'm gonna punt it. Simple as that.
Yeah, well, I suppose the concern comes from that thing that this is human nature, and sometimes, you know, when people are conflicted, they can go only one way. But the work that you have done with other performers, are you still collaborating with them, and collaborating with any other performer going forward?
Yeah, I've currently just dropped a brand new single with Boosie and Kid X. I've been doing a lot of work with Kid X, purely because we're friends. I like making music with my friends. Boosie, long-time friend. We just didn't get the right opportunity to make the song. So we finally made a song, which is Celebration. Most likely going to be pushing that song for the rest of this year, just working on the album. People have been waiting for the album, but I haven't dropped the album purely because I was sourcing a lot of beats, doing a lot of beats with other people.
So you've got enough material now for the full album?
It's not even about the material, it's just about the production, where I want to have a fully produced DJ Speedster album. So it won't say produced by me and whoever, or produced by whoever, which has been the case with the singles that have been leading up to the album. So I want the album to really be about me. That's why it's taken so long.
And talking about, I mean, being the person, the front man of the music and producing it, how important is it, and why is it important to be the producer and not have other people produce your work on this album?
I think for me being in the back end of things of producing, it's just me, you know, thinking longevity now, thinking, okay, cool, I've reached certain goals now. I've set new goals, you know, where I'm like, okay, cool, I want to produce my own album. I want tomorrow, when the biggest artist is like, I'm working on an album, to call me and say, Speedsta, I need a beat, you know. So that's the plan with my music. I think in terms of giving people hits and giving people videos, like I've done it, you know. What I mean by I've done it, I'm not saying I'm comfortable and I'm being complacent. I'm just saying I've done that part of my music career. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to evolve. I have to keep up with the times. And also, like, I did so much in such a short period of time, and I'm so young, you know, so like a lot of like people look up to me. So I unfortunately have a lot of pressure, and
you've got to deliver.
I've never.
And how are your homies in the Val? How do they feel about your career so far?
They feel good. They feel good. You know, they sad now and then because they would like to, for instance, this weekend go away for Easter weekend. They would like to do things like that, but unfortunately, I work on days like that. So, as crazy as it sounds, the only time I'm seeing my friends now is when they're getting married. I never thought I'd be attending friends' weddings. But yeah, those are the weekends where I'm like, okay, you're getting married. Yeah.
So there's a lot of work that's coming your way, and television, music, and all of that, and branching out, I suppose,
and
into other things. Yeah. Well, DJ Speedster, Lesego, much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
And everything of the best to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, Val, there you have it, your own product, and of course, taking South Africa by storm. We are very pleased to talk to Lesego, DJ Speedster, and share his success and dreams with us here on the program. Until next time, good night to you.